It's time for war. Hello, guys. This is Warzone episode 17. Let's get started for Monday Night Raw. The guest host was Buzz Aldrin, and he guest hosted pretty good. I like the segment when he kicked Vicky out of the arena, took her to the parking lot. We give him a 6 out of 10. Next, okay, the first match, Edge versus Christian. This is the best match on Raw this week. Edge ends up winning. I give it a 6 out of 10. Next match. This match never started, but it was supposed to be Edge versus Undertaker. Since it never really started, it don't count against the ratings. Next, Ted DiBiase versus Yoshitatsu. Ted DiBiase ends up winning. We give it a 3 out of 10. Next match, The Miz versus Bret Hart for the United States Championship. Bret Hart ends up winning after the Hart Dynasty came in and did the heart attack on The Miz. I give it a 6 out of 10. Okay, next match. Laycool and Maurice versus Eve and the Bella Twins. This is a pretty good match. Team of Laycool and Maurice ends up winning. I give it a 3 out of 10. Next match. Randy Orton versus Jack Swagger. This match was gonna be as good as the Edge vs. Christian match earlier in the night, but Edge ends up interfering and disqualifying Jack Swagger, and the winner ends up being Randy Orton. I give that match a 6 out of 10, but it still wasn't quite as good as Edge vs. Christian earlier, but it still got a 6 out of 10. Next match, Zack Ryder and Alicia Fox versus Evan Bourne and Gail Kim. And this was an alright match. Evan Bourne and Gail Kim ends up winning. I give it a 4 out of 10. Next match, Sheamus versus John Cena. John Cena ends up winning after Batista interfered and got Sheamus disqualified. I give that match a 5 out of 10. Raw totally, 5 out of 10. Next match, next for NXT. Darren Young versus Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett ends up winning. I give it a 4 out of 10. Next match, Justin Gabriel versus Heath Slater. Justin Gabriel ends up winning. I give it a 4 out of 10. Next match. No, not next match, but next elimination. The next elimination was Darren Young. And if you want to see the thoughts about that, click the link below. It'll take you to my NXT eliminations video, for the thoughts video. Okay, next for SmackDown. Laycool versus Kelly Kelly and Tiffany. Laycool ends up winning. This is a pretty impressive match. I give it a 4 out of 10. Next, JTG versus Kaylen Croft. JTG ends up winning. I give it a 4 out of 10. Vance Archer and Kurt Hawkins versus two local competitors. I give that match a 3 out of 10 after Vance Archer and Kurt Hawkins wins. Next match, Jack Swagger versus Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston ends up winning after Big Show interferes, or not really interferes, but walks down the ramp and it distracts Jack Swagger so Kofi could get the win. I give that match a 5 out of 10. Next, Rey Mysterio and MVP versus the Straight Edge Society, or SES. Rey Mysterio MVP ends up winning this match. I give it a 6 out of 10. Next match, Big Show versus Drew McIntyre. Big Show dominated this match until, obviously, Jack Swagger interfered. It wasn't as good of a match because, like I said, Big Show dominated, so I give it a 4 out of 10. SmackDown totally, 4 out of 10. Next, for Superstar of the Week. Superstar of Monday Night Raw is Randy Orton. Superstar of NXT is Wade Barrett. And the Superstar of SmackDown is The Big Show. And the Superstar of the Week is...
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me, they understand, they talk to me.
Yeah, the Superstar of the Week this week is Randy Orton. He had a pretty impressive match against Jack Swagger. I liked it. That's the reason why we gave it to Randy Orton this week. Okay, next, for the Diva of the Week. The Diva of the Week this week, the Diva of Raw is Gail Kim, and the Diva of SmackDown is Michelle McCool. And the Diva of the Week is... Yeah, the Diva of the Week this week is Michelle McCool. She had a pretty impressive match on both Raw and SmackDown. And last night on SmackDown, her and Layla were getting dominated. And then when Layla tagged in Michelle McCool, she, turned the tables. So that's why we give it to Michelle McCool this week. Next, for Match of the Week. Match of the Week comes from Monday Night Raw. And it was probably the best match of WWE this week. The match of the week is Edge versus Christian. It was a pretty back and forth match. Edge ends up winning, obviously. And yeah, it was a pretty good match. Now next for Show of the Week. The shows this week, one in particular was a little bit better than the other two. The Show of the Week is... Yeah, the Show of the Week this week is Monday Night Raw. They had a pretty good guest host this week. Pretty good segments. Pretty good matches for all. Well, not really pretty good. They were good matches. And the Show of the Week goes to Monday Night Raw. Okay, guys, this is about it for Warzone episode 17. Until Warzone episode 18 next week, I'll see you then. Goodbye. Oh yeah, one more thing, guys. If y'all haven't saw it, there's a video that I made earlier this week asking if I should start a new wrestling show talking about why we picked this Superstar of the Week or Diva of the Week. And this show will be called Weekly Warriors, and it will come on every Sunday starting late June. So make sure to check that out. Till then, goodbye.